Oh yeah, I'll do the honors. Hello and welcome to the End2End Football Podcast. You're here with myself, Abs End2End. Also here with I'm also here with SAS, league winners.
Champions.
Don't be here. I know it burns.
Yeah. And of course, also here with Kuda, and he's on a high as well because Crystal Palace had a good result this weekend.
Come on, getting ready.
I just
Getting
realized
ready for that ball head.
the whole order's in the wrong place.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what a certain man is doing up there, you know?
Yeah. Sorry.
Even me and you should be switched, Kuda, because we drew, innit?
That's actually a very good point. Here you go. Boom. We like order in this place, as you guys have noticed. We like order.
Yes, second last.
Right, okay. There's no need to clarify. I'm at the bottom as it is, bro. No need for further clarification is not needed. Anyway, you know what? Normally, I would have a bottle, but bearing in mind what we done this weekend, I think I'm leaving my bottle alone. So you, man, can do that. I mean, I've got a water bottle, but I won't be doing that this weekend because that's it's not been a good look.
Stay hydrated.
All right.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm waiting for the tune.
Oh no, because that's not first. That's next. That's after. Yeah. Let's talk about the first thing. You've seen the thumbnail. Man United, Tottenham. Obviously, I will take.
You gonna make me choke on my water,
bro. Are these teams worthy finalists of the Europa League, or are we just bad marketing for Europa League? Point blank. Period.
You know what? Yeah, I'm let me start this off.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You can defend your teams and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know if I can today,
personally,
but you go.
Personally, I love it. Yeah, this is the final I dreamt of from the beginning. Especially with this new format where no one comes in from the Champions League, none of that stuff. Yeah. And I'm even going to start and say, I prefer this. Yeah. Because this whole thing of people finishing third in their group in the old format, getting knocked out of a Champions League, knocked out of one competition, jumping into a next one, and then winning it. And then other teams have gone to hell and back, toured the whole of Europe just to get to the group stage. And then, here's Sevilla, hold that. Yeah? What you got for me? Right? Let the people that qualified from the beginning play the thing. Now, we can call these teams the bozo teams. They're in the mud. What's this? 19 losses or 17 losses, 20 losses, whatever it is.
Yeah, 20 for Tottenham now.
But at the end of the day, Atletico Bilbao, where were you? Real Sociedad, where were you? Yeah? All the other teams that played Tottenham, I can't remember who even played Tottenham, but all these teams, you ain't good enough, innit? These men are there. Yeah, so they deserve to be there. Right? And then notice one thing. Notice the people that have a problem with these teams being in the final. It ain't necessarily.
Are they related to Arsenal?
It ain't the league champions. Because they don't even care.
You said it.
The league champions are not sitting there worried about what's going to happen on Wednesday. Was Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is,
Yeah.
They don't care what's going to happen there next week. Because they got their team. It's the strugglers. It's the paupers. You know when they say crabs in the barrel mentality? Yeah? And my last thing on this, Arsene Wenger. Yeah? He came out and said, these teams are 17th and whatever they are in the table. It's not right that they get to qualify for the Champions League, right? And the first thing I thought here was, Monsieur Wenger, you wanted the World Cup to be played every 2 years. I beg you shut up when it comes to about how football should run. Yeah? You want the World Cup every 2 years. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Yeah? Just because Arsenal got clapped by who did that smack them up? Chelsea that time in Baku, yeah? Yeah. The other time it was Villarreal that knocked them out. Yeah. You've been in this competition. You failed. Yeah. Don't now try and come with this revisionist history about, oh yeah, when we done it, it was tougher. Listen, if you were in this year, you'd have found a way to lose. You would have found a way. Yeah. Because when it comes to Europe and you, man, oil and water in it.
Don't make
Foolishness.
don't understand.
I will be enjoying that final. Yeah, I will be enjoying that final. Yeah? Like the rest of us will be enjoying that final.
I'm telling you, I'm with you
Let
in
me
that
put
one.
this comment. Let me put this comment up because it hit some Arsenal nerves this weekend when I started talking. You see this here? Telling me, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm just going to say this here, but telling me participating in higher level competitions but not winning is better than winning.
Actually, I lied when I said my last one. My last one is back. Leave that comment there, yeah. I'll take you back.
I'm next on this one.
Yeah, I'll take you back to when Arsenal were winning those FA Cups. You might remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Arteta and Wenger, so there was a time they was winning those FA Cups, yeah. And Tottenham were finishing higher than them in the table. Tottenham were making it to the Champions League. Tottenham were making it to the Champions League final. Yeah. No. Tottenham were making it, and Arsenal fans. No, hold on. And Arsenal fans, yeah, laughed at Tottenham and said, "Participation." Yeah. We've had a better season than you, man, because we've won the FA Cup. We've had a better season, yeah. You man made it to the Champions League, whatever, you know what I mean? You qualified for Champions League, yeah. Your bottlers, this, that, and the other. You're not winning nothing, yeah. Oh, Pochettino, your team is so good, but what have you got to show for it? Ha ha ha! Look at us, we got a FA Cup. We fast forward now. Look where they are now. This is just Pochettino again. Well, actually, Pochettino.
I do have something to add to it.
They made it to the Champions League final, to be fair. But you know,
who did?
I said at least Tottenham made it to the Champions League final. You know what I mean?
They done the same as Arsenal. Arsenal made it to one and bottled it as well.
This is it. So, what are we saying? That's what I'm saying.
I was just going. That's what I'm pointing out.
I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy.
I wanted to remind Arsenal fans, and we will bring this back up later, that you've gone to 2 finals in both cups and lost them both. I just want to make that clear.
And the worst thing, Chelsea didn't even need to win that one. They just won that on a rude one because they already qualified for Champions League. They had
Giroud saying "Thank you, Arsenal" in the bus afterwards. Their player then. But all right, cool. Anyway, let's
hold on 1 second because they'll try to bypass me with this one, mate.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, I ain't finished, bruv. You see, like I said, they're saying they'd rather participate. But bruv, how long have you been participating in this competition and you've never won it? You've been in this competition how many years? You've never won it. The last time you was in the final, that's when Samuel Eto'o was playing for Barcelona.
Bear in mind,
Henrik Larsson and them, man, they were still bowling.
Thank you.
Just bear in mind, Samuel Eto'o won it with Barcelona, went to Inter, then won it again. Still ain't seen Arsenal.
But you've even jumped because that was even 3 years later from when he dunked on them before. Because what you're talking about is 2009 and then 2010. Yeah, these man in 2006. Yeah, we're approaching 20 years on that one. We're approaching 20 years. Yeah.
In recent years, Tottenham have made it to how many European finals now?
Like the last time these men made it to the Champions League final, yeah, I was barely allowed to drink. I might not have been allowed to drink.
No, you wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? The last time they won the league, I was in school uniform. And I'm a big man.
You didn't even need to add that part, you know.
Just to clarify, like that. I'm a grown man.
You know what? Let's save it. That's 9 minutes. That's about 9 minutes of a little sizzler on Arsenal. Because I haven't seen no Arsenal person in the comments yet, and that's annoying me because I thought I wound up enough of them to come on the show and talk their shit. But surprise, surprise, they need to show up to their own show again. So you know what I mean? That's unfortunate. Let me talk about my shit club because I don't understand this flick of the switch they have. In fact, no, this fuck it. It's not a flip of the switch.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Yeah, let's actually wipe that off. It's not even that, right? Whilst I'm not I'm not in that. There's a nice growing camp of Amarin out. Yeah,
Lost
Wow.
you.
right.
Bullet
I'm
for
not.
you.
I mean, VH was probably one of the first ones to open his mouth and say Amarin out. Obviously, for obvious reasons,
Yeah.
we don't take him seriously. But there are some people now that are joining in that
Growing.
list. Yeah, and he's nicely growing. I'll still say it's less than 5% of the general fans, but it's
5%.
growing. It's
That's a bit
still about
low,
5% on this.
Where'd you get your
Really?
figures from?
I think
Listen,
that's kind
I
of
like
nasty.
generalizing, bro. This was generalization.
Yeah, but you generalize crazy there still.
Yeah, to make your thing
My brother,
sound.
when I say things about football, yeah, I'm generally not wrong about things, so I don't mind if you say it's wrong. Right? When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But bro, it doesn't happen very often. But
You see,
I don't even have the energy for that because I'm saving.
I've
for
got the
Arsenal.
energy for you now.
do you want me to talk about United's game or not, bro? What's going on
Yeah,
here?
go on.
All right.
Just west.
All I'm going to say is, about 2 weeks ago, Amarin said something, and I believe fans are not listening to him talk anymore because he says so much stuff. Bearing in mind, we've had Ten Hag for the last 2.5 seasons. Didn't want to say nothing wrong about the team. Always talking about his cups and all the rest of that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This manager is talking. He's saying a lot. You know what? VH. You know the thing is, I'm not going to react. Let's just laugh, yeah? Give him his little attention because every time he's come onto this stage, we've had to kick him out. Every time. That's a crazy record, you know.
It's only because we can't. It's only because we can't kick you out right now because you are.
You can't kick me out. Even you guys have pressed the button on me, right? Every time. Anyway, let's go back to it. Yeah, he said a lot of stuff. Like he said 2 weeks ago, he said the physicality of this team allows us to win in Europa, but in the Premier League is 10 times tougher. I've always said this about our team. They don't run enough. They don't tackle enough. They haven't got strength. I mean, Højlund is a perfect example. He tries to be strong and loses 95% of the battles he gets into. In fact, I'm probably going to say 100, right? So you just look at that as an example and you realize what he means by that. And ever since he said that, for me, I've been watching the games and I've been like, I can't remember us outrunning or outgunning a team in the Prem. And actually, he's bringing alarm bells to me about this Europa League final because whether we're playing in Spain, Holland, France, wherever we're playing against Spurs, which is a Premier League team, and we disgustingly struggle to outrun or outplay these teams. West Ham have possibly been the worst team outside of the bottom three, and even they outrun us.
Are they above you?
Huh?
Are they above you in the league?
They are now. They weren't before. They are now. Right? They've held that 17th position comfortably for time until they met us. And they said, yeah, you man, take 16. The only thing that is saving grace for us is that Tottenham want to hold on to 17th at this point.
Well, they're only 1 point behind you, though, isn't it?
I don't even know how. They've lost 20 games, bro.
You know what the funny thing is?
I don't even know how.
You know what the funny thing is? You see, the Premiership's wrapped up here. Relegation's done and dusted. It's going to be interesting to see who holds on to that 17th spot at the end of the season. That's all I'm looking forward to now.
My brother, do you know what's killing me here, yeah? Do you know what's killing me?
Good.
What's really biting me right now? I'm going to say the worst because why not, yeah? Finishing 17th and then losing to these fuckers in the Europa League final. I'm leaving the country, bro. I'm leaving the country. Spurs beating us 4 times in a season. I'm leaving the country. I don't need to be here.
It's cool. I'll call you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's fine. Call me. We're not seeing each other face to face. How can I show my face in public again? So, yeah.
So you're saying it's your last day on the show then after the...
Well, we could do long range, innit?
Long range, yeah.
We have to work on the time differences and stuff. It might be 3 a.m. in the morning for me to do the show, you get me? But it is what it is. Well, but I don't want to be in this country, bro, after that. In London as well. Nah, I'm good, you know. I'm fully good. But yeah, this game,
I'm not gonna lie,
right? You know what the slap in the face was, yeah? It's that second goal. That second goal, it hurt me here.
Why did he?
Because how could the assist come from all people, bro? Yeah, left-footed as well. Wan-Bissaka. In fact, the whole game he was taking. I don't care if it's early. He was taking the absolute piss out of us. He's playing on the left-hand side, but I'm seeing him do skills. I'm seeing him attack. I said, is this not the same brother we sold because he can't attack or he can't play football?
What are you saying?
Then, right, to make it worse,
yeah,
I'm looking at Wan-Bissaka and I'm like, obviously, you guys know I backed him anyway.
yeah.
IC3. I always backed the IC3, but I backed him strong because I said to other fans, he has one skill that no one else has as a right back, and that's his defensive work. We can work on his attacking, but no one wanted to hear that. The low is better. Now all of a sudden this season, the low's not good enough, apparently, right? But what killed me is watching him play and then listening to other fans telling me that Dogu's going to be good. Because that guy has no skill. He has no one skill that I can rely on. You're telling me,
you guys like a new toy, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've noticed with your FD fans, it's like you see a player that's almost identical to a player that you have or had, and it's like you just get gassed. Yeah, you like a new toy, new shiny toy.
And I'm just sitting there watching, going, "You man told me Wan-Bissaka's rubbish, but since he's left, he's been performing exactly how he does." And I got Dogu in front of me. And I'm looking at him, literally can't control the ball half the time. Literally. If you're telling me Wan-Bissaka can't control the ball, which is nonsense, this guy can't control the ball for sure.
You know what? I was a bit disappointed, though. I wanted to see Wan-Bissaka celebrate, bruv. The way you man kicked him out of United, bruv, I would have been shameless, bruv.
I see you always
kiss the badge and all that, bruv.
And also, we didn't kick him out. We didn't shut up. We didn't kick him out.
What you do?
Yeah, but we sold him anyway. I can't even really defend him. But you know what compounded everything? Is this bullshit player that's a playing striker. I'm even saying in my head now, yeah.
Erasmus, we trust.
You trust. You trust
yeah,
him.
I do trust him.
You trust him to miss, right? You see this guy here. I said it once on KG's channel last season. And I said, the support that this guy is getting, you know what? So Campbell said,
is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing about that? Is it underbelly colour thing that keeps you going?
Because
underbelly colour thing.
Because the way that United fans are trying to give him, they're trying to give him support and tell everyone else that we have to give him a chance and we don't feed him enough, like he doesn't get enough crosses. And how and where? How? I said it before we signed him. How is this guy the guy that you want to put all our goal scoring on? Even when he scored 16 goals last season, I said, how? I said, maybe it's me. Maybe it's the blonde hair and blue eyes that's tricking you people. But this man is not a football player. He's not going to score goals for us. And then this season, we had our own fans booing a new player. Cheering, but not booing him.
Who would they boo?
No, they booed Xerxes.
Innit?
They booed Xerxes.
No, I knew that. That's why I take a...
Right? And then now Xerxes injured. Do you know who they're asking for? That they said, oh, no, if we get him back, we'll be doing better. The same man you booed. Why is it always that our brothers have to work twice as hard to get the same recognition? Now, bear in mind, they're both shit, right?
Ooh, you
they made that one to be the worst of the worst. And this one, I'm not even saying
Rashford coming to this
that far. But let me just say, this one, getting supported.
Oh, Rashford doesn't get counted, didn't it? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, yeah, it's brothers. When it comes to Rashford, you know what I mean? He don't get
counted. Hang him out to dry, you know.
Let's be real, right? The earlier stages of Rashford's career, everyone was on his back. Do you know when we stopped supporting him? After he got that big contract, that 350, we said, okay, cool. Now you're in the big boy league. We expect big boy performances.
What's that got to do with you lot, though?
What do you mean it's got nothing to do with? You're the highest paid player. You're apparently our best player. That's why we gave you those wages.
Bro, you just got a good agent in it. You got the deal done.
Sean, get lost.
But what did Sancho got though? What did Sancho get?
Exactly. You shouldn't have been on it in the first place.
Yeah, but he got it in it. What, you man are talking about figures and all that.
We shouldn't
hold on 1 second.
And also, he got cooked the most.
No, but hold on, Nabs. Right, cool. I hear what you're right. I don't even hear what you're saying because you're talking nonsense.
Can I just answer this? Yeah, Rashford is not even the best player in Aston Villa, so just please shut your mouth, man. For the love of
looking
God.
at your front line right now, I would not even go at Rashford because you are still rubbish. And you can't blame Rashford now.
I can't. We never really blamed Rashford.
You got Garnacho running around like a headless chicken that ain't getting you the goals, yeah? You got Rasmus Rebo Haaland up there that's not getting you the goals, yeah? Xerxes not getting you the goals. I word it. 3 goals between the strikers. Yeah, but bruv, whether he was there or not, he won't score you the goals, big man. He ain't getting you to the promised land. He going to get you to the heights of 14th. Behave yourself, bro. He's not getting you there.
That's nasty work because that's only
was filthy.
That's nasty work because that's only 2 points. That's only 2 points ahead of us. You know that. That's real nasty work. Man said we can't get 2 points. 2 points. But yeah, look.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna you guys.
No. There's one thing you said that had my spidey senses tingling still. One little small thing because you said, yeah, but he's not even the best attacker at Aston Villa. And I was like, that's correct. Then another part of my brain said, what do you mean by that? Because Aston Villa are above you, so you don't really hit the same as back in the day.
Don't do this, bro. Turn off your spidey senses. Don't do this, bro. Right? Just because they're ahead of us. This guy... Anyway, look. All this is kerfuffle. It's a mess. Look at what we're talking about.
It's a mess. I'm gonna add one more thing though. One more thing, yeah. And this is in support. This is in support of you, man. But not in support of some of the United fans here that were gassing up Sancho. Yeah, that guy is rubbish. Yeah, that guy is rubbish. I'm done. Yeah, because his best days are in the Bundesliga, right? We saw what Nkunku looked like in the Bundesliga. Yeah. And we saw what Nkunku looks like in this league. Right? We've seen many a man look sick in the Bundesliga, yeah? Come to the Prem, sometimes even come to La Liga and look foolish. Yeah? So I want to hear about this youth. I don't want to hear about this youth. That guy's scud, bro.
Yeah.
He has no urgency. You know, like when the team is behind, and you know the way your attackers are like, they're in a rush, to get things going. He gets the ball, bro. He plays like it's 5-0 up. He plays for 5-0 up.
See, what people don't realize is in the German league, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the only one that's really successful, and again, I don't know how Man City do this here, because Man City bought that Mamouche guy, and to be fair on him, he's kicked off. I'll be interested to see what happens next season with him if he keeps the same level. And he's only been good in the Bundesliga for the last 2 seasons as well. But he's kicked off. One thing about the Bundesliga, I always tell people, right? I can tell when you don't watch football because the high line they do in Germany, the highest line they do in Germany, most teams as well, right?
No, VH is missing the point there.
He's doing it on purpose, bro. He's trying to get attention.
You know what I mean? The point is not there's no man from the Bundesliga that are cold. Let's not be silly, right? There are many guys that come from the Bundesliga and have cooked. What I'm saying is Sancho, he ain't one of them.
Also, by the way, just 1 second, he put De Bruyne. When De Bruyne first came to Chelsea, is it the De Bruyne that we saw now? So what is he talking about? Haaland is literally... Haaland and Mamouche are literally the 2 people that you can go off the top of your head. Came from Germany and was absolutely brilliant. Schweinsteiger failed. Ballack, okay, add Ballack to the list. Sorry, right? Who else can you really sit there and go, oh, came from Germany and actually kicked?
No, you start struggling still.
It's not enough. That's the point. When you get a player from Germany You have to add the German tax to the factor now.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Because who's that guy that's at Tottenham or was at Tottenham last season? That
Werner.
Yeah, he was at Chelsea. He was at Chelsea, flopped. Germany, went back to Germany, kicked off. Tottenham, flopped again. Do you get what I mean? There's not enough that succeed, bro. You're saying Gundogan, yes. Is Gundogan actually a good example? Because I swear he wasn't good for the first couple of seasons.
I feel sorry for the team that signs this year and thinks they're signing some sick player.
I am everyone that mentions this guy, for me, I keep looking at them sideways. I'm like, I don't think you watch football. I keep looking at them sideways. Every time his name comes up, I look at them sideways. Because now you're really telling me you don't watch football.
So going back to United, I'm quite surprised by the 5%, considering how this. I mean, I suppose obviously that will get swayed. How? Okay, let me rechange the question. So you're saying 5% are hammering out, yeah? However, what are you saying if you were to lose next week? What's that 5% saying? Is that staying 5? Is that a dramatic shift?
Is next week the final?
Yeah.
Not
you play Chelsea Friday. And then you play the next week Wednesday.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah.
If you lose that final,
most people are on a thread. Yeah, most people are on a thread. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
They're on the Wednesday thread, yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. If we lose that Wednesday, we might actually need to do a podcast, because I'm telling you.
Funny you say that still. It's a funny thing you said that. Me and SAS discussed doing a pod still if you man lose. Only if you man lose, because if Tottenham lose, we don't care. You know what I mean? They man lose us. Yeah. But if you man lose.
Wait. So my enemies are plotting behind me. Raw.
Yeah. You would have been there.
Betrayal comes from your friends, innit? It don't come from your enemies, does it? You man sat there and planned and goes, yo, if United lose, you need to go on.
You have to run.
This is
the same comment.
No. You know why this is nasty work? We didn't do a pod when you man lost to Arsenal, but we should do it when I lose.
When who lost to Arsenal?
Real Madrid.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, we knew Arsenal weren't getting to the final, innit?
I mean, that's
hold on. Let's simmer down, because until PSG and Inter play, we're still European champions, so we're not really sitting.
That is.
You don't really hit the same. You know what I'm saying?
That is a nasty whataboutery right there, you know. It's a nasty whataboutery I've just heard. Wow.
He's right, you know.
Brother, Google who are the European champions right now, blood.
He's right.
You don't say PSG or Inter, blood. You know, like that.
Bro, I'm learning VH, bro. Like, this is nasty work, bro. This is nasty
I'm sorry,
work. And I can get, VH,
I expect
never going to happen. These man can do a watch along. I'm never going to be there. I'm never going to be there. Nah,
not doing a watch along, but I expect United to win. And this is not even a logical thing. This ain't even a football. I expect United to win. This is just a Tottenham thing. I don't care if they've beaten you 75 times, this year. Them man there, when it matters, and the trophy is there, they're looking at it. Yeah, you only walk past it in the final. You only walk past this trophy. As soon as they see that trophy, as they walk past it, all their attributes are just getting deleted. The Tottenham spirit is going to hit them differently in that final.
Right, okay. Christian.
But if you somehow counter that judge.
Christian is a member of the Amarin Protection Agency, APA. Yeah, reborn.
That's the APA.
And even he said is over 50% of the fan base. So maybe I'm completely wrong.
Brother, I want to know where you got that 5% from.
I'm being generous then. Oh, sorry, I wasn't being generous. Let me put it that way. But yeah, man, no. We're in trouble, man. If we don't win that, I ain't gonna lie to you. Amarin out is gonna be skied everywhere. everywhere.
he's
The
gonna be diabolical.
question is, what are you gonna be?
No,
50-50
I've said nothing's changed for me. Win, lose, 17th place or not, right? Whilst I physically won't try to be in London, yeah, I want to see this guy. I mean, how can Double R?
Mm-hmm.
I think Double R and Amrin are the only two managers in this reign since Alex Ferguson retired, that haven't got any players for the team whilst being in control of it.
What about
Everyone else?
What about Moisey?
Moisey got players that he wanted.
What players did he get?
He got Fellaini, didn't he? Fellaini and Mata.
He got Douglas.
Yeah, but no, that's nasty work because he actually wanted Tony Cruz and you man gave him Fellaini. So
thank you. You got Douglas then.
Nice. He tried. Bro, you and I both know Cruz said no to us. Outright no. Because he said, who the fuck is Moyes, bro? Don't do that.
I would have just run agenda there.
Cruz went, who's Moyes? And then he said no. No, don't do that. But he got Fellaini, he got Mata, and I don't know who else he got, right? Not the greatest winner, but he got players that he's used to.
He were used to Mata.
But he wasn't used to Fellaini. What we doing?
Fellaini was, yeah. You got Dougie then.
And then we got Mata, which was Chelsea's Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Like those are two serious players. Bearing in mind, he already had the team that just won the league. So he had the best team of the league before, and then he added two players to it, right? LVG got
you know that team that won the league was Ferguson sauce on that, man. Come on,
how
you know that team.
He could make a third look good.
Okay, fine. All right. I just want to answer this one question. That team, that Ferguson won the league with, who was the starting midfield two? Who was the centre mid that started that season? Please just tell me who are the two mids, please. I beg you, tell me.
Carrick and Cleverly.
That is Ferguson sauce.
Number 10.
That was Ferguson sauce. Come on, man. What you want Moisey to be?
But let's just say he got some players. I'm not saying they were the best players, but he got some players that he's used to. And then I think LVG got probably the best. No, lie. Jose first transfer window was probably the best transfer we would have had.
Yeah, that was a big one still.
Yeah.
Pogba.
LVG got some players as well. Yeah, Pogba, Zlatan, Matic, I believe, as well. That was a proper window. LVG got some players. Even Ole was the interim, became manager, got some players. I mean, his windows are probably the best out of everyone's. And then you got Ten Hag, got his players. The only two managers that have never got players that they even one or two players that they want to work with for the new project or whatever, it's Double R and Amrin. So my position is, until I see him have the players that he has, I'm being nice. I'm being nice about it and saying
listen here. What you're saying sounds logical. It's just like I said, when you're talking about another team, when you're talking about another team, I can sit there and say what you're saying and say, you know what, he hasn't had a chance to have the players. But if it's my team, I'm sorry, I'm emotional.
All right, let me ask a question then. When you finish,
I'll be Amrin out. I'll have changed my name to Amrin out. Time.
To be fair on me, right, I've been very, very much less emotional after Ole. I think Ole took my emotions out of football. I think Ole took all my emotions left after Ole, right? Because even when Double R came, I was casual. Ten Hag came. I think only when I'm defending Ten Hag do I get personal or I get a bit emotional, right?
A bit,
and especially when it's Arsenal fans as well. Like, I'm sorry,
a bit emotional.
I'm gonna defend my dog. You get me, right?
Ooh, your dog.
At the time, whoever's my manager at the time is my dog, innit? I'm trying to.
But you see, at the time, you see how this man switches up.
Yeah,
and because
whoever's managing United, I have to back.
No, I need you to address this VH comment right here. It sounds like it's cooking still.
Okay, but when Glasner got the job, you said Bro, this guy's not gonna get his thing, but he's good at doing this. He's experienced at doing it with players of a lower quality.
But then wouldn't you say the same about Amorim, though? Didn't they say that about Amorim, that he didn't have that much money? Because obviously, who's the big teams in Portugal? Porto and Benfica. It's not Sporting. Sporting are like, what, the third team? Yeah.
Yeah.
Porto and Benfica. Porto and Benfica are the big two. Let's be real. Come on.
It is
Porto
the thing,
and
though.
Benfica are the big two. Yeah.
No,
Sporting
I agree.
is the sideman team. Yeah?
No, I agree.
And
yeah.
he's got.
But there has to be a baseline for him to work with. There has to be a
where was
baseline.
they when before Amorim came? What they man were challenging?
No, they hadn't won the league, right? And he got rid of about 15 first team players or whatever, and replaced them with youngsters, high potential youngsters, right? And then worked with them, added some players here and there. The difference, what I'm going to say with Glasner is, you could correct me if I'm wrong, yeah. Apart from the FA Cup, your 12th position is like, I think Hodgson has got that before. So is he really breaking any records, or is he just?
But with the players that have been
what I've heard is, Crystal Palace are gonna equal the best season they've had before.
No. But hold on. Hodgson also had Zaha. Yeah. Who's better than Zaha in this team right now?
Is he?
No.
You don't think Eze is better than Zaha?
I'll lock you off this pod. Yeah? I'll lock you off this pod right now. For Crystal Palace.
But you also had the Uber driver.
All right, now
and Slop.
Now you're trying to wind me up.
Hold on, you did have those guys with him though.
But he's Super Premiership winner when he signed for them. The Premiership winner. Premiership winner than that.
I don't even know where you're going.
You're being foolish
at all. I don't know who you're trying to wind up with that comment.
There's no way you can say, yeah, okay, Hodgson came in, steadied the ship, yeah. It was boring football. We used to just sit back, hit man on the break with Zaha, yeah. It was literally hang back, give it to Zaha, hope for the best football. That's what it was. That's Hodgson football, which is why anytime I used to say, if Palace go 1-0 down, game plan's out the window, forget about it. Yeah. To switch off the TV. Yeah. Right? Because Hodgson's plan is finished. Right? Vieira came in, he tried to play a bit more expansive, then started getting a bit mad with the team selection, and he went left towards the end. Yeah, this man has come in and played 3 at the back. We ain't never seen this at Palace. Yeah, you got players that are mid, are looking like world beaters now.
Look at the players you sold as well. Yeah? Look at the players
you're actually seeing a system. What was Vieira's system?
It was wing play, but it didn't always go right, did it?
Exactly.
Because sometimes he picked people that weren't built to be on the wings.
Yeah? Like you can't compare any of the managers that Palace have had before to Glasner. This man is actually a coach.
But here's the thing: the only thing I said,
coach this team. Everyone knows what they're doing. Even idiots like Mitchell, Tyreek Mitchell. Even he
doesn't have to defend as much this time, innit?
Yeah.
No,
and he's got
I'm not even denying the guy's ability, right? Because we've all been here and honest and said he's doing wonders, right? My all I'm saying is that he hasn't actually broken what any other manager's done before. He might do,
but that's a money thing.
One second. You see, like I think you're ignoring what I'm saying. Look at the players that has been sold in the summer, and look what's been brought in, and he's still doing what he's doing now. I thought that man was going to be. I thought that man. Hold on, Nabs. I thought that man was going to be 16th or 17th this year, because
he's got 2 teams on an absolute free fall that helping. He's that's helping him right now, isn't it? You've got 3 of the worst teams. I've played in the league.
No.
Bottom 3. Then you've got the top 2 above them. I don't even know what to describe what me and Tottenham are doing.
You see, that's nasty work here because we've beaten those teams. You can't talk as if they're just free falling on the side without us affecting them. Do you know what I mean?
But
beating Tottenham home and away.
But that's what I'm saying. For them, they've lost Olise.
Unlike certain managers,
they lost their top. What was the centre back? What was the centre back that you sold?
Anderson.
Right, one of their best centre backs, if not their best one, probably their best centre back.
I do want to say something about Anderson, but not to deflect at all.
But
okay, look at Olise, what he's doing at Bayern right now.
Kudos,
look at Olise at Bayern right now.
Kudos, Sean. Are you agreeing with this then?
I'll need to do my calculations. I'm not going to jump and say yes, but I'll need to do my my calculations. I need to think of who are the managers that are there, right? And what are they doing? And what is at their disposal? Obviously, Liverpool manager, he's clear. He's won the league, yeah. So leave him out of it. Pep, obviously, forget about it, yeah. So them two, forget about it. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. What have we got left now?
Arteta. Yeah?
Now we got no. Don't bring that fool up. Don't bring that idiot up. Sorry, don't bring that idiot up. Yeah. How dare you say him yet? Yep. Because Emery has won more trophies than him, so we put Emery up as well. Boom. So now we got the Liverpool manager. Sorry, I forget his name. Slot. We got Slot, Pep. This is not in order. Slot, Pep, Emery. Yeah. Off top of my head, I'm just thinking. Yeah. Top of my head. Yeah. Bang. I'm slotting them in. Who else now? What have we got left now? The Chelsea manager, he's not proven yet. I'm sorry. No. You know what I mean, he just came out from the Championship and whatever. Don't care.
Would you? No, I wouldn't necessarily Nottingham Forest, but because he hasn't had enough. I don't think he's had enough time.
But even him, he's done well though. This is the thing.
He's done well, yeah.
What he's done.
To be fair, Christian, yes. I was gonna forget him because we did have a hate.
Eddie Howe has done well with Newcastle, yeah. But is winning the Carabao Cup with Newcastle. I've got money now. Is that a bigger achievement than what's it called? Gladbach winning the Europa League, knocking out Barcelona on the route? I'm just saying. It's arguable. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
They did beat Liverpool in the final, though.
They did beat Liverpool in the final. I'll give you.
And it's a Liverpool that were basically.
All right, we'll put that how there. Yeah, we'll put that how there. All right.
Okay, is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Ange Postecoglou.
Why is he taking it personally, though? Why are you taking it personally, though?
No, bro, don't listen to this guy. He's just greedy, bro. Man's got a Prem, you know. He's taking a Carabao Cup loss personal.
Nah, you know what? It's who it came from. Why I take it personal, bro. But say the ball. That
wasn't the thing.
I'm gonna say it.
All right, so we got Pep, Slot, Emery. Those three for me are definitely up there. Those are my top three anyway. Pep, Slot, and Emery. Yeah. And how?
So basically, the last two positions are decided by how the Brentford manager,
Amran for me.
Nuno,
Amran for me.
Yeah,
Nuno. He won the league. He won the league in Portugal.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be triggered by me saying Newcastle beat you in the final, bro. You don't have to be that triggered, cuz. It's not that big of a deal. You're the league champions, bro. Just relax. Calm, bro.
I'm glad you know that.
Calm, bro. Jesus, we're not yet.
All I'm saying,
Arsenal segment's coming afterwards.
When it comes to the fifth spot, I think Glasner needs to be in there with a shout. Ooh, yeah, that Christian, you killed me with that one still. Iraola, I'll put him higher. You know?
Well, that's the thing. So I was Brentford manager. I was going to mention Bournemouth manager.
I'll put him high. But I think Glasner hangs with him still. Because Palace ain't got no bread. Bro.
No, you know what?
You know what I mean?
And you see, that's the big factor there because they keep their best players.
Palace ain't got no money.
Bournemouth, they keep their best players. Every year, without a shadow of a doubt, I bet you Eze's gone this summer.
Adam Wharton's gone this summer.
Adam Wharton's gone. Yeah,
he's gone.
Midfield, probably go Liverpool.
Yeah, but both of them will probably be gone, and then he won't get nothing to come in. So he's gonna have to find two youths from the road and bring them in and just
from the road. But you don't have to play a come.
Must say Croydon High Street.
Yeah, no, but you know what? You see with what he's got available to him, and they keep selling all the best players in him. For him to be where he is and be above teams that he's above, he's doing a very exceptional job.
I do actually highly rate him, right? I
maybe not top five, but
on a
I'll put definitely top
talk 10. Rather than a team talk. I do actually rate him. I actually do think he's better than Iola, to be honest. I actually do because what Sean is saying is 100% right. How can you make a plan last season with the team you have? Summer comes, man goes, hey, you see that? You made a plan with this guy. Yeah, he gone. Sky. Yeah. Oh, who's your replacement? Sarr.
Exactly. Sarr, the absolutely useless Don. Look what he's done. Look what Sarr has been doing. Yeah, and he's rubbish. Yeah, but we see when you got clear plans in a system, come on. Well, there we go. VH, he just smacked it right there. That's why I got mad when that name was mentioned. Yeah. When that Arteta name was mentioned, I want to hear it, because your one trophy is from an inherited squad.
Who brought up the Arteta? It definitely
This
weren't
guy
me.
down here, innit?
Listen, we were saying managers' names, and I just threw
That one never even came to mind. You're a dirty you for that one there.
What? I thought we were gonna have a discussion about it. All right, listen. Before we do Arsenal, because I think Arsenal, I think Sean's gonna have his own eulogy for them, right? Let's talk about Palace Tottenham. I know this team was changed. I know it was heavily changed, right?
Don't get.
No. All right, listen. I know it was heavily changed, but I have not seen a more one-sided match ever.
Yo, the stats are
How
crazy.
you guys came out of that with just 2-0?
The stats are crazy. Just 2-0, yeah, and the 2 goals, or at least one of them definitely, is a counter-attack, which is ironic because it was Palace just battering them in their own ground, you know.
Bro,
Them man built that £1 billion toilet seat, yeah. Just getting moved to.
That's a bit rude.
brother, they built it for Beyonce, bro. Don't at NFL. Don't think they did it for the.
That thing is cursed, you know. Remember AJ went there and lost. Cursed stadium.
Oh.
Yeah. Only entertainment I've seen from there was Ben Eubank. Still, that was a good one. Yeah, but other than that stadium's useless.
Yeah, and I
useless.
think.
But that's a home and
talk about
away.
stats for a second, yeah.
Home and away.
I'm going to
dub,
pull
bro.
out some stats, and then Kuda, you can take over for me.
Yeah.
Right? Possession, Palace 52. Right, can argue that one. Shots on target, 10 to Crystal Palace, 1 to Tottenham. Shots off target or shots altogether, 23 to Palace, 8 to Tottenham. And that 23, by the way, because they don't count you hitting the crossbar or post as on target, including that rocket from your right back, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Touches on the ball, 603 to 550. So they clearly had the ball more, as always. Accurate passes, I think 404 to 300.
Less fouls. Yep.
Less fouls, less clearances, more corners, more offsides. I mean, that also means you're attacking.
Or highlighting in it, yeah.
Yeah, like foul conceded as well. But they beat that number. Like, it was domination from an away team.
Full domination, yeah. That stupid high line that he keeps playing is hilarious. Absolutely played into Glasnow's hands here. Glasnow must have just been laughing the day before. He was like, you know, normally they have to send scouts. I bet you don't. I don't think the team sends scouts for Tottenham. You already know what it is. You know what time it is.
You know what? Do you know what I have a problem with both of you two, yeah? Right now. Brother, they've lost 20 games. What do you expect? What is going on here, bruv? They've lost 20 games, my guy. What? They played
20 games. Losing 20 games, yeah, as a so-called Big Six team is diabolical works.
Bruv, I've never seen it.
Yeah? Diabolical works. And I keep telling myself I need to find a video of that Tottenham fan that was rattled by the Palace fan, yeah, because it's hilarious. We didn't even finish above us. Do you know what I mean? Done the double, bang, hold that. The only thing that can save these man's seasons if they somehow pull off, and I'm going to call it a miracle, midweek, because they're losers. Yeah,
but they got injuries now, innit? And they're starting to rack up now because
Madison's out.
Yeah. And who's the other one? Kulisevsky.
Do you know what killed me as well? Reguilon took out Brendan Johnson as well in training, I think, yesterday or today, because I saw that on Twitter. And whilst he did train in the end, he was limping the whole time. And I was just like, what's going on here? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Like I said, this is why the title of this show is, what did I call it again? Worthy Finalists, because this is marginal. Now, obviously, I don't agree.
Listen. No. Let me just play this. I haven't got time to share screen.
We're level on points. Cool. This is Tottenham's worst season in 25, 30 fucking weeks. And this is your level. This is your level. We didn't win the game. In the worst place that I've been in my whole life as a Spurs fan, this is the worst season I've seen Spurs. And this is one of your decent years. This is your level. This is your level, D. We didn't win
Your
it.
level,
I'm down in the gutter right now with my club. I'm in the gutter. I'm in the fucking mud, in the sewers. But guess what? When I'm in the sewers, I see you down there. I'll cross you enough times.
See who down where? 20 L's. You see who? You better look up, big man. About sewers.
You know the wickedest thing is
fucking this as well.
You
it's
know
gonna be the nastiest edit at the end of the season. I'm gonna do these videos. You watch.
No, but the thing is, you don't even have to wait, because as I'm just looking at the table now, you're on 49 points. Yeah, you're on 49 points. The man, they can't catch you.
Oh no, they can't.
Even if you lose the last two.
I'm waiting for Wednesday, and I'm waiting for the FA Cup final, because if he goes the way I want it to go, or I think it might go, it's gonna be political.
Oh no, I can't back that one. There, I can't back that one. I got my own agenda there. Yeah, I can't back that one. There.
That's a pretty, bro. He wants an extra stone to throw at Arsenal, you know.
We talking about this? What's supposed to lift the trophy, bro? Come on.
But what you raised there, the 20 L's here, it's diabolical. That's another manager that really and truly, let's be real, this man should have been sacked. Yeah. Like, we got two managers here that are in this final that really and truly, under normal circumstances and where these two teams should be, these men should be sacked.
Can I just?
No, hold on one second.
Apart from the fact that Amarin at least joined halfway to whenever.
No.
He wasn't there at the start. Yeah.
No. Let me jump in there, Kuda.
Nah.
But we do Tottenham think they're going to finish? You don't win nothing. What do you expect? The only time when you had the chance to win something with Mourinho, you lot sacked him, so you deserve everything you get.
Yeah, but they've spent $1 billion on the stadium, bro. It's got F1 track underneath, bro. That helps with the players.
Bruv. He done that to generate funds, bro. He thought about, because he ain't winning trophies out here, bruv. If they don't win this now, yeah, just call it a day, big man. Fold the club, bruv. Fold it.
So this is not El Sakiko then? Is that what you might have told me?
No. For Ange,
does someone get sacked that loses this game?
No, I mean, what I'm hearing, and I obviously I don't really care for this, but what I'm hearing is even if Ange wins the Europa League, majority of the fans want him to be sacked still. Thank you for the trophy on your back. That's what I'm hearing.
Is that saying that they have better standards than United fans? No, I'm just asking a question. Because I know if Amarin wins, I don't think people will be asking for him to get sacked. Just saying, you know?
Hey, Abs, answer this question here.
Yo,
man,
white
flag.
Hey, white flag, bro. You man are adding so much sauce. I don't need any more, bro. My shit is garnished, bro. I'm done. Nah.
Like I said, boy.
I'm garnished, bro. I'm enough. I've had enough of you, man.
What day is this final, boy? I might book
it's
the next
Wednesday,
day off.
It's Wednesday.
Yo, I might have Thursday and Friday off.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I'm taking Thursday off because I don't know what state I'm
gonna be in. Come on, mate.
I don't know what state I'm gonna be in to log on to work, bro.
He don't know if he's gonna be happy or crying.
If I'm happy, I'm gonna enjoy a drink. If I'm upset, I don't want to be at work because someone's gonna set me off with some stupid email, bro.
Man's gonna be there on the work calls, boy, with the puffy eyes and that.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, this situation, bro, is
so. This is it then. These two teams, their season hangs on this, and both teams, not both teams. Obviously, you man financially, you man really need this piece. Wait. I got to add new context to that financial stuff. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Yes. It's even worse than.
Oh dear.
It's even worse. The black hole that's in United finances ain't gonna be covered by us winning the Europa League. It's not even covered by us just being in the Champions League. Do you know where we have to get to in the Champions League in the next season for it to be covered?
The final.
Quarterfinals.
You might as well say final, Sean. You add context of them, man.
Well, do you know what? See, far enough, I see Sir John Radcliffe is not providing any tickets for the employees. He's He's
Oh yeah.
he was it a ticket in Manchester for them to go to a screening, and supply 2 free drinks. Their plus ones don't get a drink, but Tottenham are supplying all their staff that are fully employed with a ticket.
Wow.
Do you know crazy work? PSG came out and said that all the staff, every 600 staff that they have, is going to the final on the club. 600. Man United have about 600 or 700 left. PSG are saying, bruv, everyone's coming. Everyone's coming. I think they all have a +1 as well. So that's 1,200 going to that Champions League final for PSG. Man United, Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos, Glazers, they're doing the total opposite of everyone else. Sean, let me even go deeper because I can. Yeah?
Pause. You go.
That, yeah. See? Let's even go further, right? Because my gas self said, you know what? Maybe a little trip to Bilbao ain't the worst idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So before the second leg of Bilbao game, yeah, tickets to Bilbao were £119 there and back. Not too bad. After United game, they've all shot up to 400. But that's not the worst. Oh no, I've got more room to be upset. The cheapest package from United for the Europa League final, I think there's got some food as well and all the rest. The cheapest is 2,850 per person from the club.
If you pay that, yeah, and you watch your team lose, you have to storm the pitch.
You see, Kuda, you're on the right mindset because you see me this year.
Too bad.
No God is stopping me from running on the pitch and punching the worst player. No God. No God is stopping me. Right?
You probably
I think this player sparks you out as you get on the pitch.
Wait. Wait, no, because if that gets caught on camera,
do you know what I mean? Do you know how much of an L that is? Paying $2.5 bags for a ticket,
getting knocked out,
trying to stop on the pitch here, and Garnacho just hitting you with one uppercut, and you're
Garnacho.
Yeah. You know it's gonna be the small one, so that's funnier. You know what I mean? And then now you're
Garnacho. I mean, you could have said Casemiro, brother. That would understand.
No, that's kind of respectable. We need to give you a disrespectful one.
2,850, sure. Package that
don't
United.
Look at me, bro.
I must say, are you talking to me?
Yeah, bro. Don't look at me, bro.
I just want to add that because I don't.
I'm saying, yo, I'm telling you, bro, but they might as well just engrave my name on that, boy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, engrave my name on that trophy, man. Yo.
But you know what? But I heard that if you lot do make the Champions League, there will be wage hikes in players' contracts and that. So
yes, so
this ain't gonna be good neither, bro.
Casemiro,
yeah.
Right? Obviously, they all took a pay cut because they didn't meet Champions League this season, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But if he gets Champions League this season, because I think everyone's pay cut's gone down by 20% to 25, whatever. But if you get the Champions League football, some key players is in their contract will get a 25% pay rise if they get in. And it's so funny, right? VH is even saying 30. It's so funny because I was wondering, why did Casemiro's form just increase like hell in the last 3 weeks or whatever, right? And then that story leaked out, and I went, well, that now makes sense. Because him, Bruno, Maguire, I am sure these three have it in their contract because they've all turned to demons in Europa League, bro.
Yeah. Maguire is all doing crosses on the line and that. Yeah.
Wait, he's doing madness, boy. Making
I said, yo, hold this fake cross. Yeah? Boom. Yeah, let me take it to the other foot. Bang. Yeah. Come on.
And Casa has been scoring what? an assistant every time. Every time we're in trouble, he goes, no, you're not messing my bonus up. So so our wage bill, which is, if I remember, top 5 in Europe and top 3 in the Prem, is definitely going to spike if we get into the UEFA. And this is why
being top. Nah, you're always being top 3 in the league, and you're like closer to the bottom than you're to the top.
Yeah, but we've been here for a while, though. We've always been in that top end, right? And then, so in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so our wage bill for going to, and this is why I mentioned that someone has broken down the fact that financially that's not going to be it, because us being in UEFA Champions League and all these 25% and 30% pay rises would then put our wage bill in the top 2 or top 3. No, well, we're already in the top 3, but top 2 in Europe, the whole of Europe. So that means we'll be matching you, man. So I think you man have the highest, and I think the second highest is Barcelona. I don't even know how Barcelona's got the second highest. I don't know what lever.
I think Barcelona actually have the top, I think Barcelona have the highest wage bill.
Brother, I don't understand how, because I don't know how many levers they keep. Yeah,
but then them are still paying Messi or now, bro. You know what I mean? So
when we look at things like that, it's not actually the greatest thing to go into that, right? Because it then makes it even harder to sell these idiot players that are not performing well, because they're going to sit there and think, please, I ain't leaving. Are they going to match my wage? No, I'm staying. Abs, remember, we're still paying for Sancho, Rashford. Yep. And two of the 3 might be coming right back.
You might get a bread for Anthony.
I just realized. Can you imagine? Rashford will come back. We win and we go into Champions League. Rashford will come back. Sancho will come back. They'll also get the pay rise.
Oh, that's filthy. That's filthy. I was gonna say silver lining is Anthony might get a move though. The way he's
but you also did tell me that no one in La Liga spends more than.
That's the only thing. I mean, when I say he might get a move, it's not to Betis because they can't afford him. That's what I'm saying. So your best bet is Atletico Madrid or something. You know what I mean? If they see something in there, because they're always spending peas.
I hope they do, because I think he's been playing out of his skin. So someone please.
I can't even hate. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even hate, bro. He's been doing well still. He's actually been. He didn't hit a free kick on during the week as well. I'm like, okay. We're doing free kicks now.
Hit the free kick, but brother, I said it in the group chat. I was like, it's so funny seeing Anthony destroy the hair.
Anyhow. You're nasty.
The week before, it was a right-footed volley, top bins.
Yeah.
Then this week after, he's doing a free kick off the post.
Anyhow, Anthony's got something for Chelsea. That would just be peak chaos.
Well, that's what we're all waiting for, isn't it? We're all wishing.
That would be funny. Yeah.
Because
Sancho allows Anthony to dunk on him in the Conference League final. Yeah,
but think about it. When you're looking at the squads, right, that were going to go to the final to meet Chelsea, it was either Fiorentina or Betis. Betis are set up better for it.
Yeah.
So you might see a shock in that one. But then again, I'm not asking for no shocks, because if I ask for 1 shock, I might get 2 shocks. So let me just hold it down. You know what I mean?
I said no surprises either.
Oh yeah, and another thing, if we win the Europa and then Anthony win the Europa, he actually gets 2 trophies.
He gets 2 trophies.
Yeah, because he's registered to United, isn't he?
2 medals.
So he's actually played in the Europa League then?
Uh-huh.
Has he played in the Europa League?
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony went in January. Oh, right. Keep forgetting. Right, man, got 2 medals either. Yeah, you know that guy will be shameless to flex the medals as well.
Yep. 100%.
He was shameless. He just put them both in his neck.
You know what? It's hit an hour. So to finish off, right, we're going to have to give the stage to Sean. I can see there's still no Arsenal fans in the comments, and there's none in the studio. Surprise, surprise. So whether they're here or not, this is your entrance, Sean. I'm not saying I made it. I'm just saying it was made within the context of this group.
Asna jabo, asna jabo, asna yule. Asna jabo, asna jabo, asna yule.
You know what? I think it deserves a reload. Yeah, it deserves a reload.
That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Jabo, 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 Lule, 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 Jabo, 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 Lule, Lule, Lule. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. One man Lule Lord himself. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. One man Jabo Lord. That's not Lule. Monty Utoki. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo.
I think the ending of that song is the most important.
Yo.
Reload that selector. Yo.
Oh, we asking for a reload?
That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Jabo, 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 Lule, 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 Jabo, 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 Lule, Lule, Lule. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not
Anthems.
Arsenal, Jabo. Oh, sorry, I can't be
Drop out of that top two. Drop out of that top two. And that is going to be the anthem of the year, man. Right?
Anyway, I think that introduction was necessary. Sean, this is all you, bro. It's all you, cuz. We're here to support your views, mate.
Exactly. I'm just gonna sit back.
View. I'm
Just
vexed.
grab my tea, bro. This is all you, mate.
I am vexed. I wanted nothing more than pain. I wanted nothing more than a loss for you, man. Here, when Luis Diaz missed that third opportunity and he never stuck it in, I thought, bruv, what are you doing, bruv? I needed maximum damage to these man. I need these men to drop out of the top two because I want to see what you're saying then. Yeah. And for you, Skelly, my friend, that's what I'm glad saying. Salah had you in a blender for part of that game because you not not clapping for when we had that guard of honor. That's why you will always be in a bridesmaids team, my friend. Yeah, you ain't gonna win nothing over there. You got the wrong attitude. Yeah, you want to stand. Then again, you probably standing there praying. I wish this was my team. Why you didn't clap? So yeah, I'll probably give you that one day. Yeah,
my hot take is if Skelly turns out to be anything good, he'll be playing for Man City. So.
Well, to be honest, if he wants to win trophies, he's gonna have to do like Oxlade did. Oxlade came to us and won the Premiership, Champions League, the Super Cup, the other Super Cup. Yeah, he won it. You look at Van Persie. Van Persie left.
Nasty. You are the nastiest of it. No, bro. Did you see how he just egotistically started listening? Yeah.
Am I lying? I'm truth here. Van Persie left. He went and won the Premiership a couple of times. Mr. Henry, the legend. He left to go win the Champions League elsewhere.
Skedaddled to Barcelona on a quick one, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we had these men on the ropes. I don't know how we managed to let a 2-goal lead slip.
Damn, I forgot about that, you know. Xhaka, the one they were booing and stuff, went to go win Brothers League.
Xhaka, bruv, we could say Haleb. There's loads of them, bruv. Let's go. There's loads
of
them.
Xhaka left and became an invincible, man.
Yeah.
The irony. The flipping irony. Man left and became an invincible in Germany. Crazy.
Yeah, bruv, there's loads
but they
of them.
celebrate that because he's an ex-player and then he won over the ex-Tottenham player.
No.
They celebrate that like
no.
it was it.
I hear that, but another part of it was, they celebrated that because they thought they were going to do something, innit? So they celebrated that like, they said, Shaka, yeah, you win the Bundesliga, man. Good for you, man. We're on our way, innit? Now it's starting to sink in, like, yo, that mountain we were climbing, we've already climbed it. We're on our way down already. What's going on?
My thing is to Arsenal fans. You see, next year, if Arteta doesn't win nothing, what's your stance on it? I would really like to ask Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he seems to be running and hiding.
So repeat that question again, right? I had a phone call with someone else as well, right? Obviously, then they're irrelevant for this conversation because they also lost this weekend. But it was Chelsea fan. Do you remember that certain Chelsea fan that came here, bigged up, and then all of a sudden disappeared? So I called him. I had a conversation with him. I was like, bro, Monday, we're back again. We're back. I know we missed last week, Monday, but we're back. So do you want to come and have a conversation with us again about your prospects of winning the title or winning other stuff?
You better pull up.
Hold on a second, boy.
Drop the link. You better pull up.
Second. Good sir.
And make sure when you come in here,
what was that question you just asked, SAS? What was the question you just asked about that?
You see, next year, if Arteta doesn't win anything, what is their stance on Arteta's job?
I used to believe them. Because this question was asked last year, right? And the reason why I wanted to repeat it is because I believed them. I naively believed them when they said, nah, we've come close twice. Yeah. So if we don't win nothing, he has to go. He has to go, blood. Yeah. He has to go. Yeah. I'll ask them.
No, wait.
Injuries. Everybody had injuries.
He has to go, blood. He has to go, blood. He has to go, blood. He has to go, blood.
No, but levels. This is what Arsenal fans were saying at the end of last season. Yeah, it was now even the sensible ones, even the ones that are not like wild, were saying he has to go, blood. Now I speak to them, I'm hearing injuries, referees,
red cards.
Would you expect it this, that, and the other? Yeah, all these stories. Right, we had 5 of our key players out. Blah blah blah. No more Arteta out now. So I don't believe it. They'll probably win nothing again next year, and we'll come up with a bag of excuses.
You know what's funny about this whole situation, though? They crumbled out of the Champions League. They forfeited the league from many months ago. Yeah. What does the club go and do this week? Let's announce Super Mendy to appease the fans. Exactly what you needed. Another defensive midfielder.
No, not even a ball progressor, a sideway passer at that. Yeah.
But you remember he played against you lot. He played against you lot in the Europa League.
Yeah, he got bullied. Do you know how bad it is, Sean? Right? I watched the whole game.
Yeah.
Both of them, yeah.
You never noticed him, yeah. You never noticed.
I didn't even know he played for that team. It's only afterwards when Arsenal said, "Oh, they're going to sign him." Someone's like, "Yeah, but Man United played against him." I said, "What? Did he?
Bro,
did he?
What?
Like
Madrid, yeah. Madrid are rubbish this year, and even when we played them, I never noticed this guy. I never noticed him. Yeah, he's such a mid player. Absolute mid, and then this is what they signed. We need a striker. Anyway, let's bring him in. Let him defend his team, defend his position, yeah, before we cut.
Let me just ask if he's ready. Sean, keep talking. I want to make sure he's ready.
So hold on. So he jumps into the backstage without being ready, just like his team when it comes to the big stages.
That's
never ready.
What did Kevin Hart say? Oh, he wasn't ready.
Let's take a plunge. Let's see if he's ready.
I saw VH lurking back there.
I said Arsenal.
Brother, he's irrelevant. I keep kicking him out. Then he came back and changed his name, thinking I'm gonna not notice. Move, bro.
Hello?
Where's the camera, Obi?
My camera's not working on this.
What a cool winky dink.
Yeah. Man say Odegaard's got it, Crazy.
Bruv, you should have been coming in here, with your camera working and saluting me as you come in here. Yeah?
I would salute you if my camera was working.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's my guard of honor, isn't it?
That blizzy.
Yeah. So, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening,
sir.
Come on.
Can you get someone to wipe a little bit around, because you lot have spilt a lot of nastiness all over yourself. Your shirt, you're gonna need to you lot were having a nice conversation, civilized, analytical. You get to the Tottenham bit, nice conversation. Mention Arsenal, you turn into wild pack dogs. Okay,
What did we
I'll
say,
get
Rob?
SAS because that's you won the league, so you're excited. But the rest of you, where's this? This is some serious hate.
Hold on.
To therapists, man.
He said, you've won the league, so you're excited.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
So what would happen if Arsenal win the league?
Who cares? They didn't win the league.
They can't. Look around us up 3 years in a row. What's really good? Obi, how you feeling? Talk to me, my bro.
I'm feeling analytical. I was really bummed my camera's not working. But how am I feeling? About what? About Liverpool winning the league or Arsenal?
About you fumbling the league because you didn't even try and count us in at the beginning of the season. But then even when you threw,
didn't I?
There's another part. There's another part to this question though, and you can answer both of them at one time.
Okay.
You knew you had lost the league to us. I bet you thought you was gonna go do it in the Champions League. I bet you thought you was gonna go play the same PSG that you lot claimed that you played earlier on in the season. You know was gonna go fist up the PSG, but ended up getting thumped up by Osman Dembele and them man.
Okay. Is that a question or?
Go and answer your questions.
Your hate won't even let you form
it's not
questions.
Hate. But, bro,
the man just said, "I've got 2 questions. I need to give me a statement."
No, I did a bit nice to it because I said, "How did you feel?" And you just was slapped up because I bet you
the question, sir.
PSG. Did you think you was gonna get past PSG as well?
At what point? Just before the game, or when the league started, or what? Okay, let me pick one then. Since you're not going to do that, I'll form your question for you. So you mean just before we played in the semi-final? Did I think we were going to get past them? I thought our chances were. I gave it a 40% due to certain factors, but I won't. This is the haters club, so. You lot switch off your analytical brain when it comes to the hating. So
can I ask you, sir, what was the factors? And then
it don't matter. Question, it doesn't matter. You know what the factors are.
No. I have to ask because the second question.
No,
is
you
key.
Know what the factors are.
I know. So the question I want to ask you is, what were the factors, and were those same factors there when you played Real Madrid?
Let's see. What does that have to do? Why is Real Madrid different to
stuttering and spluttering? Yeah, go on.
No, I'm actually reaching for my charger. What factors are we talking about? Okay, Gabriel's not there. Yeah, he hasn't been there for a while. Yeah,
you still beat Real Madrid. 120 minutes of pure Arsenal dominance. Come on, can't use that.
What in the Real Madrid game?
Yes.
What are you? This is what I'm talking about. Your hatred, is not letting you guys make sense. Like your insults aren't even consistent. Like, what are you talking about when you say that?
I thought my question was clear as day.
You implied there were factors, which factors in this case I'm assuming is excuses, because what are these factors? So we're not trying to fill in the blanks and you're calling us haters. So can you please explain what these factors are?
Wait. This is where you're focusing your lack of hate, yeah? Why did we lose to PSG?
Brother,
Yeah?
this guy is diverting all our simple and concise questions.
I'm coming back to you, Abs.
Yeah. You said factors. I just want to know what the factors are. That's it. I'm only going off what you said. I'm not saying nothing else.
The factors that have been there the whole time.
And what's that?
Because you're not answering the question. Cryptic Obi. What is this?
You come like the Riddler out of Batman, man. What's really good? Answer the question. What factors is it that you're implying?
Okay, I think let me go to the questions. Were the factors that were missing when we played Real Madrid, were they still not missing? Yeah, they were missing when we played Real Madrid. What's your point?
And you didn't want to bring VH in here, Abs.
You know what? You would have been a better caller still at this point because all this man is doing.
What's your agenda?
That's what I'm hearing.
What are you looking for?
The factors didn't matter against
Real
Real
Madrid. I answered your question.
No. You're
I want to ask again. He's saying the factors didn't matter against Madrid for 120 minutes. Yeah, but we go to the next round, and now all of a sudden these factors are engaged.
Yeah. So what's your point?
What are the factors?
What? Wait. What is your point? I asked the question. What's your point? Just because
we want to know what your excuse is for not being PSG.
My excuses. Why do you think I have excuses?
Okay, so what are the factors?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading the witness. Did I say I have excuses?
This guy.
Did I?
Bro,
you come to me
with the question. What are your excuses? It's not working, bro.
Did I say I have
excuses now?
Huh? Come on, look at him with his napkin in, looking to feast. Take your napkin out,
bro, we're not trying to feast.
That's all he's been waiting for all day.
Yeah?
Rocky montage,
what affected Arsenal's performance against PSG?
What affected them?
Yes.
They went a goal down. What affects all footballers? What do you want?
Fuck off.
You said they were factors. You said they was factors. So what are the factors then?
Yeah, but the factors have been there for enough games.
And what? All right,
why
then
are we
what are
suddenly talking about the factors?
What are the factors? We're not Arsenal supporters. You tell us what the factors are.
You've been talking about it on your pod for weeks. So what? Listen, I've played this chess. You've been talking about it for weeks. Everybody knows the factors. So why all of a sudden? At this point of the season, we start to talk about it.
All right, you know what? I'll fit in the factors for you. The factors are you overrate your players and you got an overrated manager. Those are the factors. Yeah, this is why you don't.
I think he's trying to use the old excuse. They don't have a striker.
Let's close with VH. I don't know what madness is gonna say, but
I actually want them both. By the way, I want them both because I think this is gonna be colossal.
Bring them both in, Abs. Run them both because Obi's lost his mind.
Okay, gents,
merchant,
right? Obi,
he's
in luck because VH is going to go out. VH is going to go out United. What's VH doing?
He's muted.
No, he's doing.
Okay, fantastic. Yo. Because I think VH is going to go after me and Man United first.
I wouldn't bother.
Now, first of all, this Obi guy, brother, your team is dead, fam. Where's Obi? Obi.
He's dead.
Yeah, we're obviously dead. Yeah, we're a dead team. Clearly. What are you talking about?
Chat to me, bro. Chat to me, nice. What do you mean?
What do you mean they're a dead team? So who's alive if they're dead?
Cheeks,
Liverpool and
hold on.
Everybody else is dead, or what are we talking about?
This guy.
Do you know you're the only? You're the only Big Six team
on the mains to deflect every question. Okay, Obi, I'm going to ask a simple question.
What is your question?
A really simple question.
Yes.
Why haven't you won any major trophy you've been competing in the last? You know what? Pick how many years you won.
Hold on, Abis. Let me answer it. There's factors. But I don't know. I can't tell you the factors.
I guys can ask a question.
Is that a question or a statement? Like you're gonna let me answer?
I think Obi's gonna answer this one.
Gonna fling mud at me because you've got a lot of mud there to fling.
There's no mud, Obi. I asked a very simple question.
You just asked a question.
You know what? The only mud is your team, and they're in it, bruv. Yeah. So don't be saying anything about mud because your team is in the mud, isn't it? But go on.
We're in the mud at finishing second. That's mud now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
You get
we're
a
in
trophy
the
for
mud.
that. You get a trophy.
Then we're in the mud, isn't it?
No, they got the
I asked
trophy
a
to
simple
beat Real
question.
Madrid.
I said, why are you not winning all these upper class trophies that you're competing with? Like, why are you not winning them? Because you've been there for a while competing.
Which
So why are you
season?
not winning them?
Which season?
Bruv,
This season,
There
last
isn't
season,
a
the season
singular
before.
answer that applies for every season, is there, Mr. Analyzing Football Man?
That's fantastic, but you give us the answers.
Huh?
As a man that's watching, right?
Yes.
Why are you always falling short?
For which season?
Any season.
There's
I
a
can give you the
different
answer to that.
reason
I
for
can give you the
seasons.
answer.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, VA.
You want to know the answer? You're just a team that fills in, bro. You're not any good to do nothing. You're just a number, bro. That's all you guys are.
Okay.
You're the only Big Six team that's not reached the final. You know that. Do you know how bad that is? Even Spurs are in a final. Do you know they've lost 20 games this season? Do you know how bad that is?
A final
You know
of
how bad
what?
that
Are
is?
you talking about when they got to Champions League final?
I'm talking about European, bro.
Please
I'm
don't
talking
tell
about
me you're
this
talking about
season.
Europa. Please
What,
don't tell
bro?
me you're talking about
You would
Europa.
dream of winning that. Let's be real.
Hold on,
Let's
one
be real.
second. But you know
Why
what?
would we dream of winning something that we're not in?
But maybe you should think about going in it because you ain't winning the Champions League, brother. And if you look at
Well,
it, Tottenham.
if
No, one
that's
second,
how-
Obi, 1 second.
If that's
Oh,
what
if
teams
you
need
look at
to
it,
do to feel relevant, to drop down the table to go into Europa,
yeah,
then fair play.
yeah.
Can I ask you what
There's no trophy
you
for
were
second
doing
place.
on the high table in the first
There's
half?
no
You're
trophy
saying
for second place. Yeah.
Obi, you're saying you have to drop down to go to Europa League to win
Well,
it or to get to a final.
that's not my rule, is it?
Hey, no
It's
problem.
Not everybody
no problem.
can go into
So
Europa.
why are you not reaching finals of where you are competing in?
Are you trying to compare Europa to trying
That's
to win
not why I
Champions
asked you. My
League?
very
That is what
simple
you
question
are.
was:
Stop trying to be
why
smart.
are Arsenal not
Stop trying to
reaching
be
the
smart.
finals
That's
of
what
the
you're
competitions
asking.
they're competing in?
What you're saying? Why did we not get to the final? Yet other teams can get to the final of Europa. That's your question.
No, because again,
that wasn't
I think
part
you're
two.
being
There were a
short-sighted
two-part
because
question.
you play in the FA Cup. You didn't reach the final of that. I can't remember who knocked you out. You also did Carabao Cup. You didn't reach the final of that.
Correct.
And then you've done the league, and you're not winning that either. So I'm trying to work out why are these three trophies? They're all domestic. You're not winning those ones. Forget the Champions League. That's a step above your level. We know that, right? So what is it that you're missing in the domestic trophies? Because you have done well. You're competing at a higher excellence of football, whatever.
Done well
But
in what?
where's your domination at home?
Done well in what?
Why would we dominate at home? Why do you expect us to dominate the Premier League with teams like Liverpool, City still playing?
You guys fought the league 2 seasons ago, you know that.
Huh?
The league 2 seasons ago, you know.
Hey,
we're not the only ones there, and
Kuda,
we're failing.
Kuda, no, sorry, I'm going to interrupt. Kuda, you defended this.
Oh, that was a while
You
ago.
defended this.
That was months ago. My Arsenal defense lawyer days are well and truly over. And after the phone calls that I had when we lost to them, man, it's never gonna happen again. Never gonna happen again. I never even cared for Arsenal like that. I didn't even mind Arsenal. I was just like, oh, Arsenal, whatever. But after the way the man were calling me, and I was like, bro, you know we're rubbish this season, did it? I don't think this win ain't really what you think it is. Nah, okay, cool.
Look,
Listen,
you guys need to focus your energy at the right place. You need to find these.
We are. That's why we're Premiership champions.
No, you're not. You
really
are
good.
meeting some dumbass Arsenal fans. You don't get to speak to them, and you try and bring the energy to me.
Oh, but you know what?
Can I just redirect?
I'm not gonna lie. I would hear that, but you still ain't told us what his factors are.
Exactly. Right now, Obi, we've got a sensible Arsenal fan on this show, and you're not giving us straight answers.
What are the questions? You're not. If you give me
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, be the Riddler. This guy's the Riddler.
I told you.
The factor is Arteta. That's the factor. It's Arteta. I'm telling you, that guy's dead, bro. He's cheeks as this guy. Don't know what he's doing. He's clueless.
You wanna break that down into something tangible, or I can just say people are dead. And that's the end of the argument. You want to break that down into why he's dead, or we just?
To be honest, I don't want to talk too much in it.
Why he's not winning?
Hold on.
Huh?
Do you want to tell us why he's not winning as an Arsenal fan?
Why he's not winning trophies?
Yes, sir. Why he's not winning trophies? Do you want to?
Okay. Why didn't City win anything? I'm asking that for a reason, and I'll get to it.
Why you on the bar?
I'm not deflecting.
Yeah,
why
didn't City in the final?
I mean, City might win the FA Cup, but why didn't City win the league?
So wait, let me get this straight. You're bringing a team that's won.
And I knew that would be the response.
6 times in 8 years.
You're so
maybe correct me if I'm wrong.
You should have been one step ahead then, isn't it?
Yeah, I am. That's why.
Why are Man City not winning?
Because I knew he was going to say
because they've not won one season. Now you're questioning.
That's why you're missing the question. I asked you, why is City not winning this season? Yeah. What are there factors there? Or not?
I've got a question. I've got a question for you. Why have you not won in 5 years?
Ain't factoring like your factors.
No one
I'm
answered
sorry.
that.
You haven't won in 5 years.
No. Hold on. Not all factors are the same. Yeah.
Yes, true. But there are factors. Yeah.
Listen, their factors and your factors, it's not the same. Yeah.
Because it's not, but they're factors.
Are you guys?
A ball is a ball. What are we doing here?
Okay, all right.
I'm so confused.
Let me put it this way. So, would you say that potentially, because I can't talk too much, because I've always said, depending on the next window, that determines how hard I defend Arsenal. If they do their business this window, then I'll keep talking. If they don't, then I'll just come onto the pod with sellotape around my mouth, and I'll let you lot.
You should do
just
that
have
anyway.
a go. Pause. Yeah.
Obi, I got a question.
That was wild.
Yes, PH.
Do you think if you get a striker, you win the league?
No, we need more than a striker.
So what else you need? You got Zubimendi now. So what else you need?
See, this is, I don't know, VH, you've been watching this guy, yeah? He's like a professional hater, yeah? So he doesn't he doesn't like to have conversations. He just flings hate in conversations. He knows Zubimendi. Everybody with eyes and a brain knows.
Hold on, 1 second.
Just getting Zubimendi isn't going to win you the league.
No, but you said
it anyway.
I said, bro, did this guy hear what he wants to hear? I said,
okay,
what else do you need? You got Zubimendi.
You're the league champion. I'll let you chat.
You know what?
Respect me. Talk to me nice.
Yeah.
But hold on 1 second. You, VH, what did you say? Who's a joke, man?
Sorry, apologies, sir. My bad.
Oh, because I was thinking, if you was talking to me, my friend, if you don't win that Europa League, don't come back on here, bruv, because you're getting cooked.
Huh?
You're getting cooked, big man.
No.
Because the energy you have right now.
Can we go back to this Amarin? Hold on. Can we go back to this Amarin?
Remember, we're in the same league.
Abs, I got a question. Where do you get this 5% percentage from? Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking about my group chat.
5%.
No, I was talking about my group chat, and like I said, I always say I generalize stuff from the experiences I have. So my group chat, I think there's probably only 2 or 3. Joe can correct me as well. I think there's only like 2, 3, 4 that outright saying Amarin out. Everyone else is doing some model. There's a nice gray area. There's a nice big group of gray areas, but most people are going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So that's what I'm going off on.
Okay, Abs. Why does he deserve a summer transfer window? What's he shown you? What's he done for you? Like, there's something must be going
he's
behind
one
the
of the
scenes.
few managers that hasn't had a summer transfer window. So,
okay,
my question to you guys is, right, and anyone can jump in on this. If a man gets the job halfway through the season, and he's working with the players that failed under the manager that bought them, is it his fault?
Okay, fair enough.
All right,
and I got a question to that.
Oh, hold on, VH. 1 second. Obi, go and answer that for me, please. I'm just interested.
I'll answer that. It's not his fault. I don't know why he's getting so much heat. Give him at least a season, for crying out loud.
Oh, but you're an Arsenal fan, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, let him finish.
While the house was on fire, he's trying different things. Let him work the team out, for crying out loud.
So how much you give him 5 seasons?
When you fans just expect magic wand straight away?
Brother, you're an Arsenal fan, G. You haven't want to talk in 5 years.
I've got a question for you. How much seasons you give him? 5?
John, what you just done there? What you've just slipped in there?
Yeah. What?
What did you give him? 5 seasons to win a major trophy?
I don't know. Who cares? Well, I don't know what all I'm saying is give the man a season to flex.
So give him 1 season. Why not give him 5?
Give him a season at least.
But why not give him 5 to see if he can lift a Premiership trophy or the Champions League?
You think because I haven't called you on your hate attack, you think I didn't notice it 3 sentences ago? No, You think this man really thinks he's oblivious? You know, he really thinks he's a ninja with this stuff. You're so blatant.
I'm asking the question, bro.
Listen,
all right, Obi.
That's
so
a pseudo question. Yeah,
all right, I got a serious question for you then. Yeah,
yeah.
Because you don't take me serious.
That. Okay.
If Arteta wins no trophies next season, what's your stance on his job?
That's I think that's an oversimplification. It depends. If he gets,
it depends on the factors.
It depends on the factors. Thank you. Even though you were being sarky, but it does depend on the factors. It does though. It don't matter. I'm owning up to my stance, my narrative.
All right, cool.
If he gets a window, right, where he gets the play, like with this squad, he clearly can't win anything with this squad, right?
But
this squad is
bought the league 2 seasons ago, though.
Okay, thanks for the history lesson, son.
With this squad, by the way.
Huh?
And you strengthened it. And you strengthened the squad. You said the left back. All right.
Yeah, you made the squad stronger.
Okay, let me school you guys. You guys are taking this pretending not to notice stuff a bit too far. So I'm going to state what I thought was obvious, but it looks like I need to state it. So before Arteta came to Arsenal, Arsenal was in the mud. Not quite as muddy as Man U is right now, but the mud nonetheless, right? Right. That's why we brought in Mr. Good Evening. He tried to sort it out, but the players were just
he never got the backing. He never got the backing like what Arteta's got.
Mm-hmm. Arteta wouldn't have gotten the backing if he didn't achieve something. Arteta tried one thing that didn't work. Arteta tried the second thing that didn't work. The third thing was semi-lucky, he tried something that kind of worked, and then he started to build a team. Yeah, where he got strict on who's in it, discipline, all that jazz. Then he had some youth come in. It happened to work. He went in.
Hold on, Obi. 1 second. 1 second, because you're going on a tangent now, bro. You've gone wild.
It's a complicated situation, mate. So if you don't want to sit down and think about it, then you're gonna get bored, aren't you? Yeah. But go ahead.
All right, let me just break it down plain and simple. If he gets all the players that you think he should get, like get the striker, get whatever defenders and whatever, because you don't really tell us what you need right now, because you still ain't answered any of the questions properly. Yeah?
I answered one second. I got interrupted with hate, but go ahead.
No, but if he gets all the players, which is probably a big factor or a small factor, because we don't know what factor.
You can't help yourself, son. You can't help yourself.
No, but I'm asking because I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. But if he gets all the players that he needs in, so the striker, and I don't know what else you need, because you're not really saying maybe a left winger.
He can't help himself.
No, but I bro, because
you're getting the way your hate is.
No, but hold on 1 second. Have we not tried to get to the bottom of this? What factors? What is it you need to get to? Yeah, but you're not saying it. But if he hold on 1 second, I ain't finished. I need to make sure this goes home now, bro. If you get all the players that you need, and he still does not win a trophy, what is your stance now? What other factor are you gonna throw in my face right now that you're not gonna tell me what? Go on.
Well, if he gets all the players, so without saying what all the players are, if he's now in a good position to compete. So I don't know.
He's a politician.
Listen to me.
He should be a lawyer. He
belongs in the Nigerian politics, bro.
You can't handle the truth. Yeah. It's like your manager now. If he and I know you'll respond with, but he's already won the league. But if he doesn't win anything next season, is he up for the sack?
No, because he won the league. He wasn't supposed to win the league this season.
There you go then. So that's the response. So if he didn't win the league this season, this is my question, right?
Overachieved.
Just a quick question, yeah? Just a quick question. Let's say he didn't win the league this season. Let's say, whatever happened, City didn't slip up, Arsenal, whatever, and he didn't win the league this season, right? And then next season he doesn't win anything. Would you be chatting about sacking him?
But he's
obviously not
for 1 season. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, Obi. No, don't
he
interrupt
said
me.
Obviously not. What are you saying, SAS?
No, but What are you talking? How can you compare my manager with your manager?
I
your
didn't compare him.
No. Hold on 1 second.
I asked you a question about your manager.
1 second, my bro. 1 second.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you.
1 second. Remember, this is the team that he's got now. This is the team that finished third behind you lot. Yeah, he's come in and made one signing in Chiesa. He's not played him, and he's beat you lot to the Premiership. I heard you have a little sly thing in there. If City never slipped up, but City did slip up. But you should have been there to overtake them, no?
Okay.
Because
I don't want to seem sour. I don't want to seem sour here.
Bruv, you've given me the God of honor. There's nothing sour there now, brother.
He came into a ready-made team. I'm not taking anything away from you guys winning the league, but that's the truth. How many players did he buy?
What?
3.
Sorry, one second.
Slot is a dead manager, though.
And I don't like.
I'm not taking anything away.
Because I don't really like defending Liverpool, but you said he came to a ready-made team.
But
that team finished behind you.
Compared to
but that team finished behind you in 2 seasons in a row. So,
but Abs, you know what? You see, Abs, what you're saying? It's a team that finished behind you twice, and you strengthened twice. You strengthened it just the last season before, when we finished behind you, and you bought one player, and he's overtaking you. How do you feel, lad? How do you feel?
You know what it is? One's got stopped.
That's all I'm question, or?
That's like the mic drop, bro.
And one's got.
Okay. I really wish my camera was on, but I'm letting you have these moments because you won the league. So
what do you mean you let him?
Sure, he's letting you have these moments.
Look at that nonsense. Hey,
listen,
I
don't
know.
Give me the God of
he's
honor,
giving you permission to be excited over a league because
look, now he's putting words in my mouth. Yeah,
man's won the most leagues here, isn't it? And obviously.
Here we go, Mr. History lesson.
Bro.
This man, he'll do anything not to talk about this season. Yeah. Remind me that you've won the Champions League. If you do a podcast about the Premier League, the man will suddenly switch to 19 whatever. Yeah, please. I was talking to Mr. Liverpool champion of the Premier League. Why are you coming in?
Okay.
You remember yourself.
Small boy.
I've got
No.
I said, why are you laughing? That's crazy.
You know what's crazy about this situation?
Okay, I'm gonna take a little dig. Hold on a second. I came to be clean, but you forced my hand. Listen, we were talking about failing to win the Premier League, failing to win. You come here with your 15-16 Battle of the Bastards.
More trophies than we on about. You got more trophies than you on about.
No, VH, don't bite yet. VH, don't bite yet. Don't bite yet.
If you take the relegated teams out, you guys are at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should give a guard of honor to the top 3 teams from the Championship as they come into the league, because that's where you guys are.
Okay. Keep going. Yeah? When are you ready to take a break?
You forced my hand.
I'm waiting for you. When are you ready to take a break?
From Liverpool, like I should, because we missed out. But you decided
Obi,
to join in.
when are you ready to take a break? When are you finished?
When you take a break, son.
I just want to know when you're finished, bro. I want to know when you're finished.
Why do you keep coming in with what we didn't achieve this season?
Because your team is shit and it never achieves anything. You keep talking about being in the high echelon about any football, but you're never competing. What are you talking about? You said, I'm competing. Brother, not one season has anyone actually had to believe you're going to win the league. Even the season, bro, when you led for 93%, everyone on this podcast said, wait till Man City start winning. And what happened? You fluffed. In the second season, you said, it's going to be our season. You fluffed it. Then the third season, you said, Man City are going to drop off. We're going to win the league. Then Liverpool came to win it. And this is the same Liverpool that only bought one player. And you have been spending. You've been spending like dogs for the last 3 seasons.
You haven't spent a dime, innit?
No. Shut the fuck up. And then to make it worse, you're not even winning any other competition.
I know, right?
The man says, we are competing in 4 competitions. We're competing with the best of the best. You ain't beating no one.
You ain't won it, bro. That's the main thing. No
one.
Viewers of this pod, this is what happens when your team's been in the mud and you don't let it out. This is
Bro,
I'm glad you're on
why
this
are
pod.
you pretending that
Guys,
you're not in the
please
mud,
talk to
bro?
him. Please keep
Why are
him
you
safe.
pretending?
Keep
Why
him
are you
happy.
pretending to yourself that you're not in the mud? Every competition we've won, you've competed in. Why are you not beating us at it? We're in the mud, yet you can't beat us in cup competitions. Every competition we've won, you have been in it. Why are you not winning?
Okay.
Yeah,
you got me there, but I'm not the one ranting on my pod, and I'm going to be happy.
Brother, do not run away. You try to be slick. Now being slick back. Understand something. You are in every competition we are in.
Yes.
For the last 2 seasons. Why are you not winning, bro?
Because we just didn't. We weren't good enough to
I said we just didn't.
Oh, so you're not good enough to win, but we're in the mud.
But yes.
You're not good enough to win, but we're in the mud.
Listen.
So listen to what you just said, sir. Listen to what you just said.
I know.
You're not good enough to beat us in the trophies that we've won, but we're in the mud.
Oh, sweetie, I wasn't talking about you. I said I wasn't good enough to beat Liverpool and them, man.
You just mentioned United, bro. What are you on about? The changing. You said we were 16th, 17th.
You are 16th,
bro.
17th.
You're violating us.
Putting it as a question.
What are you on about, bro? What are you on about?
That you're 16th, 17th. I don't understand what's the confusion.
Yeah, that's what. Do you want to know, Abs? I got a question. Why are you wasting your time on these? They haven't won a trophy. At least you don't end us in our banter era. We've got 2 trophies. This is the golden era. This is the golden era. They've won nothing to show for it.
I don't know how old you are, sir, but this ain't no golden era.
No, Abs.
Second
they have a
place,
trophy for second place. It's a trophy.
Being knocked out by the same team that they said is in the mud is the one that knocked you out within one club this season already.
Right now,
you know what? I reckon Arsenal fans are so shameless for their preseason trophy. You know that?
I ain't even pausing on that.
Like, you know when Spurs won the Audi Cup, similar to that.
You know what? Anyway,
I reckon it'll be good.
That was fun. My only regret is that my camera went on.
Absolutely. On your way out.
We've learned the mentality of an Arsenal fan. Participating is a certificate, bro.
Good luck next season.
Empty trophy cabinet, bro. Coming like Spurs, bro.
To let that out. You know, so I'm glad.
I don't need to let it out, bro. We all know the truth about your team.
You watch this podcast.
You all know the truth about your team, bro.
Records tonight.
Okay, oh, yeah, I tell you what, you lot can carry on that conversation in private because you lot ain't gonna stop.
Nah, you need the views, fam. This is gold.
Okay? No. Obi.
Yes, sir.
Very, very good performance here. But before you go, I just need your opinion on one thing.
Okay. Don't ask me about factors, but yeah.
No. Not asking about that. But let me ask you your opinion.
Yeah.
Your manager's comments. Yeah. At the end of that PSG game, where he said that.
No, that was
you guys were the best team in the thing.
Salty.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
That was a bit salty. He was obviously, he's an emotional manager, isn't it? So if he woke up the next day and they asked him the same questions, that won't be the answer. But he's in the emotions, isn't it?
5 seasons.
That's what happens to you when you don't win stuff for 5 seasons, bro.
Yeah, that's clearly what we're thinking.
Shut up, bro. You don't win nothing. I'm not listening to you, bro. Anyway, VH, I want you to answer this question because this is aimed at you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans want to know. Can you not see it?
What's up?
Oh, why should a new manager after Amrin, if he gets sacked, get a transfer budget?
Why should a new manager? Hold on. Okay, I got a question here. What I'm saying is,
keep asking questions to answer questions. Answer this one. It's very simple. Yeah. You asked me what have I seen that Amrin should get a budget? I've said to you it's unfair for him to be one of the few managers that have not got a transfer budget after playing a new system. Yeah,
that's fair enough.
I said that. That's my reason why I want to give him a chance. So now your question is, why should another new manager get a transfer budget if Amrin's sacked?
What I'm saying, my personal view on this is, what we're doing now is every manager that gets sacked is okay. They need their team. They need 400 million. They need So what? At this rate, yeah. If we get 4 managers, what? Every single one needs 400 million. No, there's a squad. You've got to work with that squad. So if we get a man, bro, I'm seeing Kobe Mainu not start over Ugarte. That's squad profiling right there. That's stupid. I'm genuinely that's a color thing, bro. I'm telling you, it's an underbelly color thing because that, bro, is pissing me off right there, fam. How is Ugarte?
That's absolute white. What? That's hogwash, bro. That's hogwash.
Okay. Why is you?
Okay. You know what? Let me not just discredit you.
Okay.
Why do you think, no, hold on 1 second. Yeah. He's playing a 3-4-3 system. Why do you think Kobe Mainu is not playing in as 2 number 8s? Why do
Obviously, okay, I can't. I don't get me wrong. I understand he's not best suited for that position, innit? But brother,
this is what I'm talking about, gentlemen. Yeah, he's just said it's a colour thing why Mainoo's not starting out ahead of Igate. Then I've calmly asked him, why do you think he's not in the team? Or he doesn't actually suit the position. So why are we bringing him up?
Yeah, VH, I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting for you.
What have I said?
You slapped yourself there. That was
what have I said? Every time this man has come up on stage, he said the madness. Every time.
That was a bit wild. But on that note, it's time to go. An hour,
it is time
almost
to go.
2 hours.
It's 2 hours break.
2 hours. We're doing overtime today, boy.
God, I'm happy.
Yeah, all this OT, you know what I mean? You gotta make sure you're living that life, guys. You know what I mean? Make sure you're subscribed, sharing the thing, you know. But most importantly, hit that like button. It helps the channel grow, yeah. So we'll catch you again next week. There might be a surprise.
Hit the like button, man.
There might be a surprise two pods next week, you know, depending on how things go, you know, like that.
Right. Kick about.
Bye.
Adios.